Can you do this? Am I hypermobile or flexible? Let's find out. So the main question is, what is the difference between flexibility and hypermobility? Is it the same? The answer is a big no. So many people nowadays call themselves flexible, doing movements out of the usual, like turning their entire hand 360 degrees. Or putting their hand behind their head and touching like really low, or mine is this, but that you've already seen. But this is not the case. The importance between the two, the difference between the two should be known, so that you are conscious and aware of what is going on in your body, and I will explain that to you. So what is hypermobility? Hypermobility arises when the ligament surrounding a joint is lax. Basically, it goes under structural and functional changes when you are loading it in a not so technical manner. It lets the range of motion go beyond the normal. It can be acquired or it can be congenital. Acquired in the sense ballet or gymnastics, where they require that kind of laxity to perform better in their sport. What is flexibility? So flexibility is the available range of motion in your body. It is determined by the give of your muscles, fascia, and your nervous system. So nowadays, hypermobility is disguised as flexibility, and that concept is very true nowadays. People don't know the difference between and consider themselves flexible. So I will give you an example of why a hypermobile person can stretch very easily, but on examination they have really tight muscles. Let me give you an example. Bending forward and touching your palms on the floor. In suitable flexibility, you will see that your hamstrings will allow you that motion. But in hypermobility, your hamstrings will be tight. But you still perform this motion. How is that possible? How is it possible to perform with tight muscles? It's because there's some kind of compensation that happens in your knee joint. Your ligaments in the knee joint go into laxity, and therefore your knee goes into hyperextension. This can cause instability in the knee as well as problems in the long run. You have to be very aware about this kind of situation where your knee goes into hyperextension more than 10 degrees. So how is it detrimental to you? How can it be worse in the long run? The problem is the ligaments do not have elastic properties like your muscles. Once it stretches, it does not go back to its original position whatsoever. Thus, you get a permanent damage lifelong until you do a surgery. Now the question is, how do I manage it conservatively? There is no, need of surgery in most cases until, it can go into a grave problem for you, like, doing functional activities. That could be a problem and you might need surgery. But right now, you don't need it just because you're hypermobile and your knee goes into 10 degrees of hyperextension. So what can be a suitable treatment is you can increase your muscle tone. You can, consult a physiotherapist. Start building your muscle tone so that your knee reduces, or any other part of your body reduces load on the ligament, and the muscle takes that load around the joint and gives you a proper stability. The second thing you can do is movement education. Practicing good pattern of movement focuses on the correct use of muscles, therefore reduces the load on your joints as well as ligaments. So record a video, ask a physiotherapist or right now there's telehealth counseling, send it to them, see what is going out of place, see and correct your motion now better than later. So that will really help you have awareness of your body and prevent the vulnerable joints from going into instability. The third thing you can do is proprioceptive training. Now that is basically the joint position, sense and environment. That will train your brain to do a good movement pattern, more like movement education. So if you have any queries, you can DM me. I can certainly help you with any kind of problems you want. So thank you for watching, guys. I'm really happy with the response I got from my previous videos, and therefore I started my own YouTube channel so that I can spread more awareness about basic concepts in people who don't know about their own body. So, if you want any topics, you can comment below and I can really work out something on that. Thank you so much for watching once again, and stay tuned for my next video if you want to know how to measure hypermobility at home. I will be giving a detailed explanation on how to do it. Thank you.